Okay, now logs on both sides. So on like number one, if the logs are on both sides, you're already ready to go. There's nothing to simplify. You're ready to go, and you literally just say bye bye log. So you have 27 equals x cubed. We cube root both sides, and we get x equals 3. That's simple. Now, if we have something like this, then yes, we do need to simplify, condense. So we write log once. Remember, that's log base 10 if we need to switch, but we won't have to here. So log, and then the 5 times the x minus 3 in parentheses equals log 7. At this point, now you cross off the logs, and you have 5x minus 15 equals 7. Add 15, you get 22. Divide by 5, 22 over 5. Number 3. Again, we need to condense. So log 6, we write once. We have a subtraction, so that's a fraction. 8 on the top, 3x on the bottom, equals log 6 of 2. Once you have one log on each side, there you go. 8 over 3x equals 2. Need to multiply both sides by 3x because it is on the bottom. That gives us 8 equals 6x. Divide by 6, we get 8 over 6 or 4 over 3 simplified. ln works the same way. So we have ln on both sides. We simply just cross that out. 4x equals 5x plus 7. Subtract x. We get negative x equals 7. X equals negative 7. But if we plug that, and we should be always checking these answers. They've all worked so far, but this is extraneous. It does not work. Number 5, we're going to condense. We write log 8 one time. We have 4x squared times 3. Equals log 8, 27. At this point, get rid of log 8s. 12x squared equals 27. X squared equals 27 over 12. But you can simplify this, which you need to kind of do, make your life easier, take square root, divide both of them by 3, and you have 9 over 4. So then when you square root both sides, guess what you get? X equals plus or minus 3 over 2. Much easier to simplify first and square root than have to underneath the square root. Okay, so here we have log 7, it's just gone. So we just end up with 2x squared minus 7 equals 3x plus 20. Now, if we have x squared and we don't have x squared on the other side to cancel it, we need to move everything over to one side and then factor. And yes, guess and check. This ends up being 2x times x. And we're going to go with 9 times 3 here to make 27. That's 9. That's 6. We can get 3. Since we want more negatives, we do negative and positive here. So that gives us x equals 9 halves and negative 3. Not 2 negatives. Number 7, combine them, condense. So we have plus, that means times, so we write log once. X times 3x minus 5 equals log 2. Once we have one log on each side, 3x squared minus 5x equals 2. 3x squared minus 5x plus 2. Oh, sorry, my bad. It was plus 2, so it's going to be minus 2 on this side. And then we need a factor. This has to be 3x and 1x to make 3x squared. And guess and check ends up being 1 and 2, plus here, minus here. So we have negative 1 over 3 and 2. But this one's extraneous. Number 8, condense, write log once. 6 times x squared plus 4. We can write x squared plus 4 times 6, but just the way we normally do things. And log 48. Log on both sides. 6x squared plus 24 equals 48. Since there's no x's, I'm just going to subtract the 24 and get 6x squared equals 24. Divide by 6. X squared equals 4. Square root both sides, plus or minus 2. Right, a little bit of everything. So, number 9, we have ln on both sides, just goes away. 2x equals 3x minus 4. Subtract 3x, we get negative x equals negative 4. Divide by negative 1, x is 4. Here, we have one log, so we're going to swish and flick. 5 to the negative 3 equals x. So x is 1 over 125. Remember, 5 cubed is 125, but with the negative exponent, it goes to the denominator. Again, we're going to swish and flick, only one log. X squared equals 25. Square root both sides, x equals 5 and negative 5, but this ends up being extraneous. Here we have ln on both sides. We need to combine. Also the 4, remember, is going to be here. So we write ln once, 5b to the 4th equals ln 405. Once there's an ln on both sides, they're gone. I'm also going to just divide by 5 right here. b to the 4th equals 81. Take the 4th power, 4th root, and b equals 3. Condense, write log 7 once. We have x times x plus 6 equals 1. Now at this point, we only have, let's see, one log, so we're going to swish and flick. 7 to the 1, which is just 7, equals x squared plus 6x. We need to move this over. X squared plus 6x minus 7 equals 0. The only way to get 7 is 7 and 1. We want more positives than negatives. So that gives us x equals negative 7 and x equals 1, but negative 7 is extraneous. 14, we're going to condense. Write log 2 once. We have a subtraction problem, so that's division. 5x squared on the top, 5 on the bottom, equals 4. Right off the bat, we can just cancel that. Swish and flick, log on one side. 2 to the 4th equals x squared. So that's x squared equals 16. Square root, x equals plus or minus 4. Last two, simplify it, condense it. Write ln once. Plus means times. A times 2a minus 3 equals ln 2. ln on both sides, cancel. 2a squared minus 3a, I'm just going to move the minus 2 over right there, equals 0. 2a and 1a, it's got to be 2 and 1. It works out to be 1 and 2 here, this plus, this minus. That gives us negative 1/2. and 2, but the negative 1/2 is extra. Last but not least, logs on both sides. X squared, we're going to move the minus 2x, minus 15, move them over. Two numbers that give us 15 that differ by 2 is 5 and 3. We want more negatives than positives. So that gives us positive 5 and negative 3. And that's it.